Why 10 minutes a day can change your health more than you think. Have you ever noticed how we approach health with an all or nothing mindset? Namaste, this is Dr. Dietitian Rashmi Baby. Let's talk about this in more detail. We often tell ourselves when we make New Year health resolutions, we tell something like, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to exercise for an hour, I'm never eating sugar again. And then life happens. One busy day becomes two becomes a week, and suddenly we believe we have no discipline. But here is something that I want you to consider. What if the problem isn't your motivation? What if the problem is that your goal is simply too big to survive real life? I have worked with many people who thought they needed a complete lifestyle makeover. In reality, what they needed was one small habit they could repeat. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't do it because you are motivated. You do it because it has become a part of who you are. Health habits work the same way. Now imagine spending just 10 intentional minutes every day on one area of your well-being. It may be something like 10 minutes of walking before dinner, 10 minutes to keep things ready for tomorrow's breakfast, 10 minutes sitting in silence and just breathing, or 10 minutes of stretching before bed, or 10 minutes of journaling to release that stress. It can be any such simple things that you can do for yourself. Will doing any of these change your life in one day? Definitely not. But we're talking about 21 days. Yes, that is different. Around the third week, something interesting begins to happen. You stop negotiating with yourself. The habit starts feeling familiar. Your identity begins to shift. And you stop saying, I am trying to be healthy. You begin saying, I am someone who takes care of my health. And that change in identity is powerful because sustainable health is rarely built on willpower. It is built on repetition. Here is another perspective which we all have heard at some point in our lives or other. I'm just reiterating here for relevance. Imagine dropping a single drop of water onto a rock. Nothing happened. Do it again, still nothing. Keep doing every day for years and the rock changes shape. Not because the water was powerful, but because the water was persistent. There is another story of the mountain man. Through him, we all now know that actually we can move mountain. This is not for motivating, but let me tell you, our body and our mind work in a similar way. Small acts of care, repeated consistently, create changes that dramatic interventions often cannot sustain. So here is a simple challenge. For the next 21 days, choose just one 10-minute habit. Only one. Don't add 5 new routines. Don't redesign your entire life. Just commit to one small promise. Walk, meditate, stretch, prepare a nourishing meal, practice mindful breathing, read before bed instead of scrolling. Whatever feels achievable, pick up that one thing. And at the end of 21 days, don't just notice whether your body has changed. Notice whether your relationship with yourself has changed or not. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building trust. And trust is one of the healthiest things you can cultivate. So before you leave today, ask yourself one question. What 10-minute investment could the future version of yourself thank you for? You may be surprised how something so small can quietly become the beginning of everything. Did my blah today in the last few minutes make any sense at all? Please let me know. Take care.